Hi, welcome to the Baer Essentials Learning Lab, where you can learn a new term every day. Today's term, as you can see in the whiteboard behind me, is I-hachi. The words I-hachi mean if, hachi, so, if so. Now, how does the Gemara use the term if so? When the Gemara says if so, it's introducing a challenge question. What the Gemara is saying is as follows. If what I just said was true, then we have the following problem, which means that if what I just said would not be true, we would not have the following problem. In other words, the problem that I'm about to state is only a problem if what I just said is true. So, when you see the term I-hachi, make sure that you understand the question that follows I-hachi, and you also understand why that question is only valid if what we just said is true. Okay, now I'm going to give an example of how this term is used from a Gemara in Maseches Brachos. The Gemara says, Tanu Rabbanan. It was taught by the rabbis, which means that this is in a brisa. The brisa says, Ein korin avos ella l'shlosha. We only refer to the patriarchs when we're referring to three people, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. They are the only patriarchs. But Yaakov's children, Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, etc., are not referred to as the patriarchs, even though they are the Jewish people's ancestors. Ve'ein koren imahos ella le'arba. And we only refer to the matriarchs as four. We refer to Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah as our matriarchs. But anyone below them, anyone later, is not referred to as a matriarch. So the Brisa is telling us that when you see the term avos, patriarchs, you know it refers to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. When you see the term imahos, matriarchs, you know it refers to Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah. So now the Gemara asks a question. The Gemara says, avos my taima. The patriarchs, what's the reason? Why can we only refer to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov as the patriarchs and not Reuven and Shimon? Ilema, the Gemara now is going to suggest an answer which it will reject. Ilema, if you will say, Mishum, that the reason why we don't refer to Reuven and Shimon, etc., as the patriarchs is because Delo Yadinan, because we don't know, Imi Reuven Ka'asinan, if we come from Reuven, Imi Shimon Ka'asinan, or if we come from Shimon. Any individual can only come from one of the 12 sons of Yaakov. So maybe that's why we don't refer to Reuven as our patriarch. He might not be your patriarch. He might be my patriarch, but not yours. So if that's the reason, now the Gemara comes to the term I-hachi. And it says, I-hachi, if so, if the reason we don't refer to Reuven as a patriarch is because we might not come from him, so imaos nami, here's the problem. Then the matriarchs also, lo yadinan, we don't know imi Rachel ka'asinan if we come from Rachel, imi Leah ka'asinan, or if we come from Leah. Every Jew comes from Rachel, Leah, Bilhah, or Zilpah, who are the mothers of the 12 tribes. You can't come from both of them. Therefore, how can we refer to Rachel and Leah as the matriarchs? If the reason we can't refer to Reuven and Shimon is because we might not come from one of them, we shouldn't be able to refer to Rachel and Leah as matriarchs because we might not come from one of them. Now, if the reason we don't refer to Reuven and Shimon as a patriarch is because they're not as important as Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, then we wouldn't have a problem because Rachel and Leah might have been as important as Sarah and Rivka. So, how does I-hachi work? It works like this. If what you just said is true, then we have the following problem. But if what you just said would not be true, we wouldn't have that problem.